All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Karkadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and a sincere shalom to the Akim that's out there pushing in sincerity and in truth and in sound doctrine. We're going to do this pretty quick video on basically we definitely at the end times. We're definitely at the end times. And you know what? I'm just going to really start off with a scripture. As Habakkuk 2:1, it says, "I will stand upon my watch, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved." Right? At verse 2, it says, "And the Lord answered me, and said, write the vision." Right? It said, "Write the vision, and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it." Okay. Verse 3, it says, "For the vision is," in that vision is he's getting ready to say what it is. "For that vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie." So basically, the vision will be right now, and it said at the end, it will not. I mean, at the end it will speak. And us being in the end times is definitely speaking. You got the COVID-19. You got stores shutting down. The stock market is plunging.
Everything's delayed as far as deliveries.
Everything's delayed. Everything's slow. Everything's basically stopped. The doors are shut. I think I mentioned rioting. You got looting, which is going to bring more famines because they just looted a grocery store.
It's going to bring in martial law as well.
It's bringing in there's like the first purge. I saw a brother, I think it was GMS Awakening, that I was watching yesterday, and he was basically saying that during the first purge, that's basically what's going on right now. And because in New York they had a scene. I mean, in New York they had I think it was a couple of days ago. They was playing the purge music or whatever, during the first purge, and they was playing the purge music, and the brother was basically saying that what happens out of that? All you got to do is watch the movie. A lot more bloodshed happens through what? Through those troops that they bring in. 911 ain't gonna be no more. See, we definitely at the. I seen another video. They had, I don't think it's real. It probably wasn't a real one, but they was marching with a guillotine. There was protesting carrying a guillotine around. I don't think it was real.
Yeah, but it probably wasn't.
Yeah, but they gotta, but that's basically what that's saying. The end is going to speak. Because the Lord sends warnings to us like that. We're gonna, we're more than likely gonna be guillotined for this thing, man. And
the ultimate test.
Yeah, and like I said, the Lord sends visions. He sends warnings. He sends warnings, right? So us being in the end, man, there's so much stuff happening. I really can't even list it all. You got World War III happening. You got the plagues happening. As far as the over there in Africa, they got locusts. They still having a big ass locust infestation.
This is basically like the time of death, really.
Yeah,
death and disaster.
Right.
A lot of things are going to happen.
Another type of plague is to them animals, right? The bugs, like Esau, just basically extinct them.
That's another thing. Them. Right.
Because this morning you said you saw a stink bug outside. We haven't seen those in years.
And that's another thing. You got all these plagues on top of the plagues that we already had since slavery. Mm. Plague of the mind, plague of the body, plague of everything. So you got all this on top of that, and riots, protesting and things like that on top of that. You got a second wave of coronavirus on top of that.
Yep.
So all you people that said that, yeah, we've seen this before. No, the fuck you haven't, man. You a goddamn lie. All right. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because will surely come. It will not tarry, right? And tarry mean like, you could say tardy, you know, maybe late, or maybe it may seem late. So it says, or maybe a wait, like tarrying, like waiting around, you know. So it said, though it tarry, wait for it, because we've been waiting for it. We've been waiting for all this to happen. It said because it will surely come. Jake gotta understand that this is the only way we're going to get to our kingdom, man. You know, the only way we're gonna have peace, you know, is to get through this. You know, this is the only way. You know, that's why I always say that it's not looking good for these people out here, but it's looking good for us, because the more and more that stuff happen, the Lord said, the end of the wicked is almost here. The end of the wicked is almost here. Right? So if y'all got scripture.
But you go next one, man.
Okay.
Alright.
He's going to tie right in.
Yep.
This is Isaiah 24 and 1. Behold, the Lord maketh earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
And turneth it upside down. Turneth it upside down. And scattered abroad the inhabitants thereof.
That's pretty much self-explanatory. You know, the earth is empty, it's turned upside down. Go ahead. And the Lord did it. You know, you got to understand that this is the Lord's show. You can't stop what the hell the Lord set up. If he want these protests to go on, he gonna have it go on.
That's right. We don't control how fate works for us. The Lord does everything. Isaiah 45:7 clearly says that.
Right.
The Lord does everything.
Right.
So while you, because that's all y'all riders are, is just black freedom fighters. That's all y'all are.
You don't want to stay here.
Mm-hmm. They talking about take up arms, or we gotta make it in this society for what? This place is meant to go down.
Right. Go ahead, take up your bullshit ass arms, man. You know, we ain't got no fucking bombers. We ain't got none of that shit. We ain't got no military might. Fuck wrong with y'all, man.
They can take up the arms. Watch their arms get blown off.
Pretty much.
Their head, their whole body.
Pretty much. Go ahead.
Alright. It says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with his master, as with the maid, so with her mistress, as with the buyer, so with the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. The land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for the Lord hath spoken this word.
The Lord hath spoken this word. Go ahead.
The earth mourneth and fadeth away.
I always used to pull out that scripture. The earth mourneth and fadeth away. Go ahead.
Alright. The world languished and fadeth away.
Well, even because they even said it again, fadeth away. How is it fading away? The Salakia, but it fades away because all the good things it had, all the illusion, it's coming to a downfall.
Right.
The world is basically this world, as in this society, because world has many different definitions, but the world of Babylon is going to fade away. Because over time, this place is going to keep falling, until the Lord literally comes back and destroy it, and it's literally going to fade away.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We ain't going to ever come back here. This place won't even be recognizable. It won't even be inhabited.
That's why these Edomites in these little communities and these little towns, they all over the news right now. They said they armed and they ready. You know, Jake is right along with them. Some of them are Jake. Mm. You know, they said they armed and ready because they don't want to see their kingdom fall. You know, they don't want to see their shit looted. They don't want to see that shit on fire. You know, they hate to see that stuff. Mm. You know, so they said, hey, we ready to defend our town. Fuck y'all.
Yep.
Weird.
All right.
Especially them hillbillies.
Yep.
It says the haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof.
And we see this earth is definitely defiled right now. Right? Where,
because they have transgressed the laws,
right.
changed ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant.
Right. Changed law, broken ordinance, and what did it say? What that last one?
Broken
the everlasting covenant. Yeah. That's why this earth is defiled. Physically, of course, obviously, yeah, definitely defiled, like, the chemicals and everything. And the people in it are defiled,
That's right.
Because the laws have been changed,
No one's following the laws at all, really.
At all.
I was about to say, they say you read the 10 Commandments and you gotta follow those laws, but they don't even follow the first 3.
Right.
Let alone the rest of them.
Right. They don't follow none of them. Go ahead.
Alright. Therefore hath the curse devoured the earth, and they that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burnt, and few men left.
Right. Go ahead.
The new wine mourneth, the vine languisheth.
Right.
All the merry-hearted do sigh.
Right. All the merry-hearted do sigh. Basically, is where, this earth is been in the most depressing state since Esau came on the scene. Go ahead.
All right. It says the mirth of tabrets ceaseth.
What verse is that?
8.
Okay, go ahead.
The noise of them that rejoice endeth. The joy of the heart ceaseth.
And that could go towards today too. Like as far as everything being shut down, everybody's in the depressed state.
Yep.
While we being brought up like, yes, this is good. We're not in the depressed state no more. While this place was going, yeah, we was in a depressed state.
That's right. Because we were waiting on when we could get out of this place. But the Lord is showing us signs that, hey, even if it doesn't happen right away,
yeah,
I'm gonna still show you them signs to let you know that it's still gonna happen.
Yeah.
No matter what, like it could still be another quote unquote 50 years. Just saying, just to say, that's got to show your resolve. You gotta be like, I don't care if I gotta die 70 years from now in this truth, because it's still a sign that hey, I need that we're still getting close out of this place.
Yep.
That's the mindset you gotta be in. Of course, we want to get out of here sooner before them 70 years or 50 years or even now, really.
Yeah, a little time.
But even the Lord said you don't even know when he's coming back.
Yeah.
So only Yahweh does.
Right. So we gotta be patient, which means we gotta suffer this mess. Was that on his?
What verse you want?
I'm on 9 now.
Oh, go ahead. Get to 11.
They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it.
Yeah. Yep. Go ahead.
The city of confusion is broken down.
Right.
Every house is shut up.
Yep.
That no man may come in.
Right. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. You know what that's saying? That's these stores. And these amusement parks and everything else. All their doors are going to be shut. And nobody can come in. Yeah, they talk about actual houses as well too.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Alright. It says there is a crying for wine in the streets.
There's a crying for wine in the streets. Boy, is there a crying for wine right now, having dubstep parties and shit from their
porch.
Yeah, their porches and shit. Having these little rave lights go off, but they use like little projectors and shit.
That shows the paranoia, or just even the the Stockholm syndrome kicking in.
Yeah,
it's just like what was it called? It's actually normacy bias. That's what I'm looking for. That's all it is normacy bias. They want the normal, but they can't get it.
Mm-hmm.
So they try to make it.
Right,
and they can't.
Right.
All right. It says all joy is darkened.
All joy is darkened. Right. Go ahead.
The mirth of the land is gone.
Right. So the birth of the land is gone. You see everybody in an uproar now. You know, I see everywhere I see police doing this, police doing that, police doing this, police doing that. Do y'all even know the whole story of these stories? You know, that's why we're always so quick to. That's why we're you know, us as you know, spiritual people. We always whenever I see something like that, I'm like, you know, they put that out there because they want to. They like these articles. You know, when they talk about Floyd. You know, which I'm sick of hearing about him right now. You know, when they talk about Floyd, right now they say he had the coronavirus.
What?
But then when they was talking about his death, and he was you know, as far as that officer, you know, when I read that, they say, yeah, so and so who was white. I'm like, they really are just
throwing in the race.
Just throwing it in, man. They really are throwing it in. Who was white? George Floyd. Who was black? It's like, we know that.
So why you gotta put so much emphasis on it?
They want to keep people. They want to keep people riled up. You know, but then they want to keep them asleep at the same time, because while people are out there rioting, they still asleep. You know, their mind is fucked. You know. So when I see these videos about police doing this, police doing that, you know, I always be like, well, what's the story of it? You know, what's the story of it? They put that out there because they want Jake still, you know, to keep doing what they doing, you know. So while everything calm, you know, if you know when the protests stop, everybody go right back to sleep.
Yup. That's the only time they good for, huh?
Jake.
That goes to show you that our people is only useful for dumb things. And this is one of them.
That was it on that, though.
That was.
Yeah.
All right, this is Isaiah 9:19. It says, through the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened. Sorry. And the people shall be as fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother. So, even when this place goes down, or even down, people are really just going at it with each other. Or the fact of just wanting to riot, they're just plain carnal. Wanting to go into other stores, burn down the stores. I even seen a couple of articles about Jake burning down some of the stores other Jake work in.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't care.
They don't. It's just like, oh, so the same people you're supposed to be saying Black Lives Matter with, you're still killing them.
Mm-hmm.
Or trying to hurt them. And I was like, so that doesn't make sense. You want to ride against the government. You're saying Black Lives Matter, but you're still attacking the store with your so quote unquote Black Lives Matter people in there.
I wonder how many Jake lost jobs behind other Jake.
I can imagine.
Esau was ready to open his shit back up, but then you know what they at least do? Nah, we not. No, you know what the Lord does? No. Nope. Not happening like that.
So, George Floyd, and then now they want to riot.
Yep. Not happening like that. No, we not. Lord said, I'm not letting y'all open back up. And some people are working still. You know, like in Baltimore, I'm really surprised there was no riots here yet. You know, I'm really fucking surprised. Quite a few places didn't have none. But I'm really surprised that Baltimore didn't have one.
I'm surprised as well. Normally, this is nigga central, so
I would expect them to have a riot here. And I'm just saying yet because it can spark off. But I don't know. I guess that call for National Guard made them not do that. But they had their episode in 2015, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Baltimore riot?
Yeah, it's back 2015. I guess that was their episode there. I don't know. But, you know, hey, man, at the point of the video, you know, we at the end, and it's speaking. I might title it that. We at the end, and it's definitely speaking loud and clear.
Yep.
It's loud and clear. And if you Jakes, you know, if any of y'all follow the truth and you can't see that this is the end, maybe you should reconsider being in the truth. or claiming to be in the truth. Maybe you shouldn't even claim to be in the truth. You should know that this is the end. Right?
That's right.
So
should really believe that it is.
you should want to.
You're right.
Shit. Tired of being here.
Exactly.
You know, so there, Shalom.
Shalom.